Hello, everybody. It's BookMark here. My name is Juliana. You are with BookMark Live. Ask us anything about LinkedIn. Together with me are Dari and Emo. Today we're going to be three, and as usual, we're going to discuss the new features of LinkedIn, everything new, interesting, and hopefully useful for you. Feel free to ask your questions about LinkedIn, anything that relates to you either as a person who wants to have good presence on LinkedIn or for your company. Probably you are a page admin. Whatever question you have, feel free to ask it in the comments. And if you are listening to us in our podcast, Bookmark Presents, then feel free to email us and say what you think about this episode and probably a question that we're going to answer next time or via email. Hi, Dari, Emo. Good to see you here.
It's a bit strange. It's like we didn't spoke like 20 minutes before this live stream.
No, and as if we're not going to speak all day after this. But anyway, Emo, although tomorrow is the International Women's Day, it will be tomorrow. So today I can start with Emo because he's very charmingly smiling, and I'm lured by his smile. Emo, what did impress you from the LinkedIn new features in the latest month?
I think you're starting a bit in a rush. Let's first welcome everyone. And from my side, you said that we are less than the last time. Last time, I think we were 5 or 6 people in this live stream.
It was
however, now we are less, but the most qualified people are here. So quality over quantity, as some would say. What's happening on LinkedIn? A lot of things are actually happening on LinkedIn, and it's just for the past 3 weeks that have gone. Honestly, I can't really choose which new features I love more. Whether they're the video updates, whether they're the LinkedIn newsletters, or the comments, which are probably the breakthrough of the month for LinkedIn, considering all the rumors, all the speculations that the comments are the main way to grow your LinkedIn and to grow your personal brand. Now, I believe that LinkedIn is actually giving a thumbs up over those speculations. So considering the comments, I will just briefly introduce the update, and then we can probably have a discussion over a topic. Recently, LinkedIn has launched a new feature allowing everyone to see how many impressions have they accumulated towards their comments. And here we should always take into consideration that impressions and reach are different things. Just for the sake of the explanation, you can have 100 impressions, but only 10 people could have seen your post. This means that every single person have seen your post 10 times, or considering the comments, your comment 10 times. So what's going on now? LinkedIn actually, as I already said, allows you to see how many impressions you have had in your comments, no matter if it's a comment under your own post or whether it is a comment under someone else's post. You can see it now. And for example, my average impression share towards the comments is from 2 to, let's say, 500. One more time, this doesn't necessarily mean that 500 people have seen my post and my comment. Actually, this means that a lot of people have seen my my comment, but they have been less than 500, as one impression isn't on reach, considering this update. And just one more sentence, and I will continue to the discussion. I believe that this is a green light towards everyone, and everyone who was against the logic of LinkedIn, of the algorithm, of the comments. You should leave comments now. You should leave qualified comments, comments up to the highest quality. Don't leave comments just for the sake of them. Leave comments because you want to leave them, and consider your comments, accept them as a new post, even more powerful sometimes than the actual post.
I'm
So, yeah.
curious, did you see any surprises?
Yeah, I
when
cannot hear you. Probably you're muted, or
I'm not. Can you hear me
you're
now?
not. I can read your lips, but you're yet muted to me.
Okay.
Perhaps Dari can
Yeah, I will
mention.
show Dari maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, playing in Didi's set because I do hear her, but do you hear me, Emo?
If not, I can ask Dari, by the way. Okay, I think Emo is a little bit absent for the moment. So, Dari, do you see any surprises with this feature? For example, you have expected your super useful comment to reach a lot of people and it didn't, or vice versa. Has this happened?
I would say for now, not tons of surprises, to be quite honest. To be even more honest, I'm not as active as Emma is when commenting. So maybe, a smaller test group does have, more of the expected results. But I would say for now, one thing that is not surprising but is a bit discouraging. Emo did say, yeah, quality comments, comments that bring in extra information, comments that discuss, comments that, sometimes spur a discussion. I really want to go up to, the word scandal, even maybe you disagreeing with the person in the post. Those do get a lot of impressions. They do get a lot of traction simply because they stop people and they get them replying, they get them talking. But sadly, the other thing I notice is those sort of general, like, congratulations on your new position, congratulations on that new certificate. Those comments as well, even if they're not necessarily quality, they get a lot of traction. I would say that's a result a little bit of the way LinkedIn is used by the majority of users, simply because, when people don't post a lot and they choose what they post, a lot of the times it is about, like, I got a new job, I got a new certificate, I got a promotion, and since people are used to these kind of posts, they also reply to them a lot. So they're the posts that get seen.
Yeah. How about you, Emo? Do you see any surprises for the comments you see, for the analytics of the comments you see?
Yeah. Actually, this is it's really interesting how even if you leave a comment that is rather like a common comment, like good luck on your new role, congratulations on your achievement, it still accumulates a lot of traffic. And the great thing is that you can now see how many impressions you have distributed towards a company page. For example, if we consider BookMark as the company, if I leave a comment under BookMark's post, I can see how many impressions have I gotten as a result of this comment, and kind of wrap it up in my head how many probably people I have moved from my personal profile, from my personal network, to the BookMark's post. As I said, this is not a clear metric yet, but just as something to think about. I think that it can be a new way of approaching the impressions of the posts at all. You can see how the comments are performing. Just one example: I published a post in a page of of LinkedIn. The posts, considering the page, a page size, the page currently has like probably a little less than 1,000 followers. The post got really, considering, as I said once again, the size viral. It got like 3,000 views, a lot of clicks, and it was doing great. And my comment under this post got like 1,200 impressions, which is almost third of the whole impression share of the posts, which means that 33% of the people who have seen this post have seen my comment. So once again, consider commenting, as it's really important. We don't yet have the analytics in details, but the common sense is the ground on which we should land currently. And don't forget to always use the weekly sharing tracker to track how many comments you have published, how many comments you have written. Something I was recently discussing in my personal profile was how to actually benefit from the comments. You should always aim to leave comments under posts of trustworthy people on LinkedIn, not only, but mainly on trustworthy people of LinkedIn, as this will actually give you bigger latitude and longitude on the platform at all. So
yeah, great, thank you. And where can we see you mentioned the number of comments you've left? Maybe you can share that. No? Okay, probably you don't hear me again. Anyway, I encourage everybody who is listening to us or watching us to check the impressions of their comments and do the simple mathematics and see how many, what's the percentage of people who have seen a post have seen their comments. I guess that's a hint from LinkedIn, not a very humble one, that comments are important. So yeah, consider being useful with your comments. Okay, I suggest, if we don't have comments yet and questions in the comments, I would ask Dari about her opinion on the video content on LinkedIn, a topic which is not new. We've discussed it, but still, what's your intake on it?
First of all, hi everyone. You may have seen the team, but today we really are discussing like the newer updates, what's going on with the platform, what are they doing. So while Emma was talking about a more sort of like surprising and recent updates with the comment impressions, I'm talking about something that has been on our minds, that has been a topic actually for quite a while. Before speaking about it, I took the time to go back through our blog, the linked blog, where we post news about the platform. And actually, almost a year ago, so in April 2024, 11 months ago to be precise, we first announced that LinkedIn is going to be doubling down on videos. Then the majority of news platforms were like, "Oh, LinkedIn's trying to become TikTok," and it was a very hot topic. People were skeptical. People were enthusiastic. So, I think it's only fair that a year later we do a bit of a recap and we talk about how has this feature gone down, what is LinkedIn doing with videos right now, because it hasn't been static and they're actually pushing them more and more. But to start off with, very simple stats that LinkedIn have provided to us over the past year in terms of increase in watch time. It has been 36% more. So year on year, videos on LinkedIn are just experiencing a surge in engagement. They're being watched more and more. And it's not only that sort of passive action compared to all the other platform, all the other formats on the platform is what I meant. So like documents, images, polls. In terms of creation, in terms of people using them, video is once again number one. Over the past year, it has grown in terms of it being posted twice as much as any other format has grown. So in short, in summary, what we can see really is that the video feature, it absolutely boomed, and LinkedIn's decision to go after TikTok, to go after this sort of like hot format, it has paid off, and they're capitalizing on that even further. So if you remember when we first talked about it, the features, when they started rolling out, they were very, very mobile focused. And that's not really any sort of surprise either. In other fields, when it comes to, digital creation, people have been telling it over and over again, it's mobile first, and then you have desktop. Even if I dove into some stats that I remember reading quite a while ago about UX design, a bit unrelated, but not completely. It was something along the lines of websites are visited, 70% from mobile devices versus only 30% from desktop. So yeah, when you're doing this sort of feature, the fact that LinkedIn leaned into mobile first as well, not surprising. And they leaned into mobile first in a completely logical way. So you had a tab that was just dedicated to video. When you opened it, you just had a very, very TikTok-like experience. The video was full screened. You could swipe through it. It really was a way to sort of replicate a little bit of TikTok, but not completely, just sort of incorporate it into existing LinkedIn. And right now, what is being done is these two features, they're already on your desktop as well. So that video vertical format that's very typical of TikTok, it is now available on your desktop as well. And you are swiping through on your mobile, on your desktop. Maybe you're clicking through. If you're on a laptop, you're using your touchpad once again to maybe swipe up. But it's almost the same experience that's being brought to the desktop version as well. And when it comes to both desktop and mobile right now, videos are just becoming larger in the most basic sense possible, not in terms of time, but they appear surrounded by wider frames. You have the full screen feedback option, like playback, not feedback, sorry about that, the full screen playback option. It's just a more immersive experience overall. But as with, impressions on comments, LinkedIn are not just, making the format more user friendly. They're making it so that creators of this format are benefiting as well. So, the users like it. So whoever makes it, let us push them even further. So what is happening right now? You have new features to grow your followers, to engage them. Basically, if you're in the full screen player mode that I mentioned, you'll be able to more easily see more information about the profile that has made this video. So you will be able to see the small snapshot of the creator's sort of like profile, the main things about them, and you'll also be able to just scroll through all of the other videos that they have created. And it's not just that. Apparently the follow button as well, there have been some small enhancements. It's more noticeable. It's a little bit bigger. And not just that, more analytics are available as well. Creators can now track how long viewers engage with their video, so they can know whether it's successful, whether it's not. So basically, yeah, what LinkedIn is doing is they're improving the user experience. They're incorporating video everywhere they can, but they're also just encouraging the creators who are making it to push out more, to create more. And except for these features, they're also, willing, as always, to educate the people on how to learn about video creation. So if you swipe through the courses that they offer, you already see a few, small, digestible, really easy courses on how to do, a compelling video hook, how to edit videos, how to repurpose them, how to make them better, all these things. And yeah, in terms of just the overall new features that have launched, this is about it. So at this point of time, I would invite Didi and Emo to share their thoughts on, have they noticed more video content? Have they noticed, I would say, most of all, improved video content in their feed?
Yeah. Maybe. Okay, go
Didi?
on.
All right. I will start, and then Didi will continue with the topic. I'm seeing more and more content on LinkedIn, which is in the format of videos, which is basically just following the response that video content on LinkedIn is rising. It's rising bigger. It's now bigger and bigger than ever. But actually, I was just thinking when I was speaking a few months ago. Actually, it was on the. It's quite strange. I remember at the date, 6th of November. I was on an event in the capital of Bulgaria, which is Sofia, and there I had a question from an audience member. Who the lady, she, if I'm not mistaken, she owns a brand of cosmetics, which is now mainly communicated on Instagram, probably TikTok, and eventually Facebook. But LinkedIn was something she was aiming for, but didn't actually know how to launch it on LinkedIn. And she asked me, "Can I publish my videos from Instagram and TikTok to LinkedIn?" And I just replied with probably the best marketing answer that a marketer would actually give you. Depends. It depends. It depends on your audience. It depends on the video. It depends on everything actually. She was like, "All right, what is your personal opinion over videos?" I was like, considering my own experience with LinkedIn, I assume that video content will be getting higher and higher reach over the next 6 to 8 months. This is what I'm seeing. Everything which is launched in the USA, probably in Western Europe, is having a bit of a delay, especially for Bulgaria. And my own view is that it takes from 6 to 8 months for something to really get bigger than the actual feature which is launched on the other markets. So the beginning of the summer. Remember this saying now. The beginning of the summer will be the beginning of the actual power of video content in Bulgaria, probably on the Balkan Peninsula, all around this region. Considering, for example, Yasmin Alic, which is one of the biggest creators on LinkedIn, he is now publishing more and more videos. But as I said, he is one of the biggest creators, so he has this celebrity authority, which actually drives him more and more reach. But yeah, videos will continue to be probably viral, no matter the platform. But don't get disappointed of the results if your video doesn't get enough impressions. As in the end, it doesn't matter how many impressions you have. It matters how many personal messages you have received, how many probably job offers you have received as well as a result of your video, how many collaboration requests you have received. So yeah, in the beginning of the summer.
Yeah, in terms of repurposing, thanks, Emo. I loved your answer. It depends. I was sure you gave it. That one. Of course, it depends. That's yeah. You can't yeah, you can't skip that. Of course, it depends. But yeah, videos are perfect content for repurposing. This means that if we have used it on one platform, probably you can use it on another one. Please remove the watermarks because that makes awful impression. Otherwise, of course, ask yourself the questions: is it appropriate for the audience on this platform, as it is for the other platform I just posted it on? And what are your aims? So, what do you want to your messages to? What goal they want to reach. So yeah, ask these questions. Otherwise, of course, if you have put some efforts in shooting a video, yeah, you can use it not only on one platform. Okay, I invite again anybody who has a question to ask it in the comments. My dear colleagues will help me and send a message that we have a comment. We'll see it and answer it. Otherwise, I would go to another nice feature relating to analytics. I'm going to spot myself as a true egoistic moderator of this conversation. Actually, I speak about newsletters, new analytic features that we see on the platform. Good news for newsletter creators, both for the personal profiles and for creators of newsletters for pages. We see that now we can have two more analytics tools. These are email sends and open rate. What do these mean? Email sends tracks the number of email alerts that subscribers of your newsletter have received, because as you know, when somebody subscribes to your newsletter, it sends them a notification on the platform and an email if they haven't specifically declined these emails, receiving the emails. So yeah, now you can see how many email alerts have been sent, and more on top, you can see the open rate, so how many people actually have opened these emails. That's quite important because otherwise you are shooting blindly. You create newsletters, preferably on a certain date of the week or the month or of 2 months, and you put considerable efforts, and you don't know what the results are, whether people are receiving emails, and most importantly, do they open them. For the moment, I see I don't see these analytic tools on pages because we we have newsletters on a lot of pages we maintain, but we see them on personal profiles newsletters. So I guess gradually that will become visible to pages as well, because it doesn't make sense to have it on profiles and not on pages. So I'm looking forward to that feature as well. But if you are a creator of a newsletter on your personal profile, now you're lucky. Now you can make informed decisions about the next newsletters you create. if Emo can hear me, he has a newsletter, so I would invite him to share what his.
Emu can actually kind of hear you. He heard part of the question, but
Answer whatever.
I'll improvise.
Whatever
I
you want.
promise. I believe what you want to ask me. I believe I know it. Actually, while we were speaking, I was just opening my last email that I have sent on the platform for my personal profile, and something is really strange. Something is kind of confusing me. So now I will share it with you, girls, and you probably tell me your opinion of the matter. On my last, I will just look above to look at my data. On my last email that I have published via my newsletter, so article, my last article got like 5,000 impressions, which is kind of great considering it's a LinkedIn newsletter, and I haven't published an article for months, 3 months probably, even though it's listed that it's a monthly newsletter. We just disregard this part. As I said, 5,000 impressions. The members reached were like a bit more than 3,000. So in the end, one person has seen my my post one time and a half, kind of, if the math is correct. However, the article performance is 1,200. So far, everything seems normal. 1,200 times people have opened my email, my post. Apologies for the mistake, no matter if it's via email or if it's on LinkedIn. However, I have a bit less than 5,000 subscribers to my LinkedIn newsletter, and only 2,200 emails were sent. What happens with the other 2,200 people? Why they haven't received an email? This is something that really bugs me. Why half of the people didn't receive an email? The open rate is actually pretty great. This is just an add-on, and then I will let you share your opinion. It has like 31% open rate, and considering the actual recommended numbers of the open rate, everything above 2025 is doing great. So once again, I have a bit less than 5,000 followers to the newsletter, but just 2,200 emails sent. Why?
So, Didi can tune in after me, but my first thought is it's probably the users themselves and the way they've set their privacies on the account. I'm pretty sure, like, if the user is right now, the specific terminology doesn't come to me, but if you've set your profile, I think once again to private, if you've set your notifications in a certain way so that things don't get shared, it is very, very possible that they've just turned off all sorts of LinkedIn alerts for their email, because I know myself, like, there's so many emails LinkedIn sends you on the regular, like, so and so has interacted with the page, you have so and so many new followers, you have this and this unopened message. So as someone that on the regular is also, annoyed by emails a little bit, especially update emails, like, you know a bit of a joking thing and not really a joking thing. My work email, I've read everything. I open my personal Gmail. Currently, I'm at over 1,000 unread messages on there. It's no joke. I want to clear it up, but it's just, I have so much spam coming into my inbox. So the short answer for me is someone was just like, I'm getting all these useless update emails. I just don't want to get any emails from LinkedIn. So the thing that also falls, yeah, it's worth crying over, but you just possibly fell under that wide platform ban of like, no emails. I don't want things in my inbox. They just didn't consider like, oh, I've subscribed to newsletters and stuff like that. And they just did that one swipe of like, no emails received ever, game over.
2,500 people. That's quite a lot.
Well, I have another. I was going to start with what Dari said because Yeah, there is an option to turn off the emails sent to you with a newsletter. That's an option. And for example, for a user like me who who has a browser window open with LinkedIn all the time in the active hours, I don't really need an email to see that the newsletter edition has come out because I get a notification and I check all my notifications on the platform. I guess not very big proportion of people uh, do it and they prefer emails. I don't know, but those who are overwhelmed with all kinds of notifications probably have turned off. But another possible explanation of the strange data is that actually LinkedIn announced that the data we see with regards to the analytics is a approximate estimate. So this means that they're not necessarily precise, but whether we can assume that they can be a lot not precise, maybe maybe that's another explanation. Yeah. So that's it for the new features. Otherwise, I will actually try to share. Let's see if I will manage. I want to share the analytics tab of the. Okay. No, of the newsletter. Okay, I think I managed. Just give me. Do you see it there, Emma?
Yep.
Super.
We can see it. We just need to spotlight it.
You can do that, maybe.
Okay. Yep. Here
Thank
we go.
you. I want to go through the analytics page of any page. I'm now at bookmarks. The analytics tab is on the left-hand side. You go to newsletters and you see some interesting data here. Here you don't see the email sent and open rate. As I mentioned, it's apparently for the moment only for personal profiles, but you have some data for pages newsletters as well. For example, you can choose the date range you want to see data for. Then you have trends with article views and new subscribers, article views, or new subscribers. You can change here. The article views are those subscribers who have actually clicked on the newsletter either via email or on the platform, and they have opened and read the entire or part of your newsletter edition. The new subscribers is it's visible what it is, what are the how many are the users that have chosen to subscribe to your newsletter. The impressions, as Emu said, these are different from the persons reached, the users reached. These are the numbers, the number of times a user has seen your newsletter. Then you have demographics. You can choose different options from job titles, locations, industry, seniority, company size, and which companies have seen your newsletter. And then below you have the new subscribers. So it's not very, very detailed, but still you have some data to think on. Yeah.
Something interesting, if I can add on the topic. While I was when I sent this newsletter of mine to all the subscribers, I saw that the number of emails sent wasn't 2000 and something on the spot, but it was gradually arising, which was once again quite interesting. On what base did LinkedIn send those emails? Was it
But
based on
in the
my
span
own
of
activity?
hours or days or
Yeah,
what?
in the span of probably hours throughout the whole day. LinkedIn sent my email throughout the whole day to all the people. For example, mm, several hours after I published it, around probably 10 in the morning, around 4 in the afternoon, LinkedIn have sent it to a little bit less than 1,500. So this means that 600 more emails were sent after that,
Yeah,
which
that's
was,
curious, especially when we don't speak about hundreds of thousands of emails.
yeah.
Um,
Uh, Something that I will do actually is that I will publish another newsletter next week, and I will track every single hour, for example, at 10, at 11, at 12, at 1, what percentage of emails have been sent, and try to find some type of correlation and explanation for this. It's really bugging me, and I want to know why half of the subscribers didn't actually receive an email, or actually something that is a must that we should mention. I'm once again looking at the data. Those 31% which are email open rate on the explanation of what's email open rate, LinkedIn has written a sentence. This number is an estimate and may not be precise. So I personally consider that this preciseness may not be correct for the email sent as well. So keep this in mind.
yeah,
Once you
that's um, what I mentioned earlier, that probably the data is not precise, and yeah, we should keep that in mind. I guess that it is going to be improved in the next weeks. So let's see if by next Friday we'll see different data on that. If somebody has noticed something similar, they can leave a comment or yeah, just share their experience.
Yeah. Yeah, Didi is probably right that data is going to get gradually more and more accurate. And then about Emma's comment, to anyone listening, if you were wondering who the data nerd on our team was, there you go. It's Emma. He really loves analytics. If he gets given analytics and numbers to analyze, like he loves it. So I'm not surprised that he's immediately willing to jump in and test it out. But yeah, from my personal opinion, it's possibly what Didi is saying, that data is not quite accurate currently, and that maybe servers by themselves, the way that they're built, the way that they function with the platform, they just update and re-upload data regularly, and maybe it just takes a bit more time for the updates to roll out. If it really was the way Emma was saying, if the emails really do get just sent out periodically, even though it's just like he mentioned like 2,000 emails and overall that got sent, it's not that big of a number. So yeah, it's curious. We're all curious to find out: is it data delay? Is it data inaccuracy? Is LinkedIn just for some reason doing it, batch by batch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see. Um, okay, I would.
I have a question.
You have a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Considering now it's March, it's the beginning of the spring, when everything starts to kind of to wake up,
Blossom.
to blossom, yeah, to wake up from the winter's cold sleep. What's your personal? You can go out here. What's your personal vision of any new features? As we said today, we mentioned 3 new features on LinkedIn: the videos, which were updated, the LinkedIn impressions, which was insane and great, like insane, but at greatly insane, and the news over the newsletter. What's your personal view and opinion? What will be added until probably the end of the summer or the end of the year? You can pick the period here. I will just begin because I have quite a big possibility not to hear you after that. So my personal point of view is that probably I'm just LinkedIn will give us, I mentioned it earlier, further analytics for the engagement we're doing. More and more analytics on the engagement. As we can see now, we have the weekly sharing tracker, which was something new that was added in the second part of the 2024. We have the comment impression. Probably we'll be able to even further see who have seen our posts. Why not? Who have where the impressions come from. We can see who have liked our post, but who actually sees our posts, which will be, I believe, that one of the most powerful things that LinkedIn can include in your in the platform. And one more thing, I will focus around a topic of today, the newsletters. Obviously, LinkedIn weights and measures the importance of having a newsletter. As let's not forget, you don't just have a post. If you publish an article on LinkedIn, you have three different post formats. You have a post on LinkedIn. If you have an email, apparently to just 50% of your subscribers, and you have a new article on the internet, as LinkedIn is pretty high evaluated in Google. So every single article you publish is indexed into the Google. So probably a bit more information on the emails and on the clicks throughout the emails, who have clicked where, how many minutes have the people spent, the dwell time on our emails, the bounce rate on the emails as well. So yeah, this is my personal opinion and belief that LinkedIn will add something similar or even this that I mentioned. Didi?
My guess is that we'll see some improvements in terms of the premium features for profiles or for pages. For example, if we speak about the premium feature for pages, now we can see there I think it was one person daily who has visited your page. That's not quite a lot, and consider that LinkedIn would love to have more pages who have subscribed to the premium subscription. I think they would try to make it more appealing to page owners, and I think they are going to try to justify the price they have put for that feature. Of course, it's not just seeing one profile. The other options are to invite users who are following similar pages. That's quite nice. I think it has the potential to gain more followers, and you have testimonials that can be put on your page. But apart from that, whether that justifies the price, I think every page has to experiment and see whether it works for them. But I expect some improvements there for the premium features, because after all, we know that LinkedIn is pushing their paid features. So yeah, it's quite logical to see work in that direction. How
Yeah.
about you, Dari?
Jumping in on Didi's back, so to say, I will agree that possibly they're gonna incorporate maybe some new things into the premium company pages, maybe do a push for it. Actually, a while back when they released their revenue statistics, a huge, like not a huge, but a sizable amount of LinkedIn's revenue come from like the personal premium profile subscriptions. So I think they're just looking at that, seeing how successful it is, and trying to push the same sort of traction and the same sort of success onto premium company pages as well. So for sure, more features coming over there. And for me, one other topic that we discuss almost every second stream, and then I'm sure, almost sure, the stream after this, we're gonna talk about it again: AI. currently they're incorporating AI into HR features of the platform. They're incorporating AI into like helping you do a premium profile, rewrite text, all these other things. So for me, I would go bold. I would push Emo's want for more statistics, the fact that he sees it happening. I would pull it in together with AI and say maybe in the future we're going to have AI alongside us, alongside these statistics that are more detailed, just giving us suggestions and pushing us like, oh, we see this surge over here on this particular post. These are the people that have interacted. Maybe you should consider more posts like this. So yeah, I'm basically, just jumping in on what Emma and Didi said and building it up a bit more. I see AI coming in with more statistics.
Makes sense, I would say.
It's
Actually,
great that we agree on something. So
yeah, no more disagreements today. Okay, guys. I had the idea to ask an impulsive question for the closure of this discussion, but as Emo already asked the question, I think it's useless. Thanks, Emo, for stealing my idea. You're always welcome. I know you want to shine brighter than me. You succeeded. I wish you a wonderful day ahead. Feel free to follow our page and be present on the next Ask Us Anything Live, which is the first Friday of April. I'm not sure of the date.
4th of April, actually.
Thank
And
you.
one comment from my side: don't follow our page. Engage with our page.
Okay, again, something more than Dari. Do you have anything more to add?
No, the one thing I will add is, there was a joke in the beginning of the stream about there's less of us, but it's the quality people. In terms of humor, we are the quality people. You can see we've passed the last hour sharing information, but also joking a lot. So I hope you had fun with us.
Or of us?
Jokes aside, yeah.
Bye bye. Have a great weekend.
Bye. Everyone.
See ya. Bye.